By now, I'm sure you guys know that Earl Thomas is no longer a Baltimore Raven. To summarize what happened at the training camp practice, his teammate Chuck Clark was mad at Earl Thomas because he messed up on a play. So he threw off his helmet, they argued on the sideline, and that's where Earl Thomas hit him with that Mike Tyson combo, and then the Ravens sent him home. If you guys play Ultimate Team and you want to get some coins, make sure to check out my sponsor link in the description, MUTReserve.com. Use my code CK and I promise you'll be rich one day. But in the meantime, you'll get 15% off your order. So right now, we have no idea what's going to happen with Earl Thomas. The #1 landing spot that I've seen a lot of people say is the Dallas Cowboys. But then just this morning, Ian Rappaport said Earl Thomas is not going to the Cowboys. A few hours later, Jerry Jones said he has no idea what he's talking about. So I think the Cowboys are still in play. I don't know what's going on though. There are 5 main teams that I've seen a lot of people speculate Earl Thomas could go to. One of them obviously the Cowboys. Then you have the Niners, the Eagles, the Patriots, and the Jets. We're gonna look at Earl Thomas on all of these 5 teams and see which one of them he has the best season on. Let's begin with the Eagles. We just lost Malcolm Jenkins in free agency. He's now on the Saints, so there's a huge hole at safety. We do have Will Parks, Roddy McLeod, not bad safeties, but you can get a guy like Earl Thomas III. You get a guy like Earl Thomas III. Especially when you look at our linebackers. We have one guy in the 70s. That's Jatavis Brown. Other than that, is nothing but 60 overalls. A lot of young guys. So we need our secondary to be as good as possible. Imagine getting Slay and Earl Thomas along with Nickel Roby-Coleman in the same offseason. Talk about an upgrade. So we're going to play one drive with Earl Thomas on each team and then simulate the entire season and take a look at his stats and how the team did with him. First up, we have the Eagles and the Washington football team. I don't know if it's just me, but defense is actually pretty hard this year. At least tackling is, block shedding, you know, using the right stick, but I'll get used to it. I'm sure you guys will as well, man. How do we give him that much time in the pocket? That's been one weak spot of our team. Even though we have an incredible D-line on paper, we don't generate too much pressure. I don't know why, unless we blitz. Come on, beautiful defense, but better offense. Can't allow Dwayne Haskins to dot us up. To Cody Latimer. If he's gonna dot us up, at least let it be Scary Terry, okay? Oh yeah. This is beautiful defense. This is beautiful defense. We need some more of that, boys. 3rd down and 14. We don't have to worry about Haskins scrambling, thank God. Here we go. Nothing's open. He's gonna dump it off underneath. Oh my God, I got crossed. Luckily, he went out of bounds. We take the W in game #1, 24-7. He helped them get to a 10-6 season, first in the NFC East. So at least they made the playoffs. Carson had a good season. Offense was doing their thing. Ertz led them in receiving. On the defensive end, he was 5th on the team in tackling. He had 1 interception, but that's about it, man. I'm gonna go see if he was able to maybe get an award. He wasn't able to get a Best DB award in the NFC, but at least Brandon Graham, one of his teammates, got 6 for DPOY. So right now I'd say he had a positive impact on the Eagles, but let's see how far they were able to go in the postseason. They lost in a wild card to the Saints for whatever reason. The Saints always have the Eagles number in the playoffs, man. It's honestly a little bit annoying. It's at the point where I don't even want us to ever play them again in the playoffs, man. Let's see how he was able to do. He didn't really do much in the playoff game, only 1 solo tackle, and that was about it. Let's see how he does on a different team. Next up, we're gonna take a look at Earl Thomas on the Jets. We all know they just lost Jamal Adams, even though they got Bradley McDougald back in the trade. If you have an opportunity to get someone as good as Mr. Thomas, you take that opportunity. The Jets on paper, they need a lot of help, okay? Only 2 guys in the 80s on offense. Defense looks a little bit better, especially with the addition of Earl Thomas, man. You could pair him with McDougald, have Marcus May as the backup, Desir and Poole at the cornerback position, Quinton Williams, McClendon, Henry Anderson, Mosley. They actually have a lot of talent on this defense. Hey, who knows how this could affect this squad. Let's see how they do versus the new look Buffalo Bills offense. Josh. Why would you test Earl Thomas? First possession, we get the INT. I'd say this is already looking like a good fit. Looks like I spoke too soon. We end up losing this game. Doesn't mean the season's over. The Jets went 5-11. I don't know how much of that is attributed to Earl Thomas or the fact they don't have too much talent on the offensive side of the ball. Darnold only threw 5 more touchdowns and interceptions. Le'Veon did his thing. Almost 5 yards per carry, killed it. Crowder was the leading receiver. That tells you all you need to know. Earl Thomas led the team in tackling at the free safety position. You don't see that every day. He was tied for 2nd on the team with 3 interceptions. So I say individual wise, he probably had his best season so far. We've only seen 2 seasons. Wentz won MVP. So I'm not too sure how I feel about him on this squad. He had a better individual season than he did on the Eagles, but their team success was a lot worse. This is the first time we're actually having to change his position because we have him on the Patriots. And they already have Devin McCourty, who's 4 overalls higher than Earl Thomas. at this point in their careers, he's probably better. So I guess you can make a case that they could start together, move Patrick Chung to the backup position. But he's a really good player. I don't know if you want him not starting, so I don't know. Is there a such thing as too many good safeties? I guess we'll find out. But we all know how Belichick likes his veterans, man. He just signed one. At the quarterback position, Cam Newton leading the way on offense. If their defense is exceptional, if they can force a ton of turnovers like they did last season, then hey, the sky's the limit for this team. Let's test out this defense versus Tua and the Dolphins. Actually, never mind. The Dolphins are starting Fitzpatrick. I don't know how many games he'll last in real life, but my guess is by the end of the season, Tua will be the starter. I'd say for our sakes, we got lucky that he's not the starter in this one. I feel like he's going to have an incredible career. Really good rookie season, man. Second down and 10, play action. PA crossers, I saw it the whole way. We right there. Third down and 10. Let's go. Look at the pressure. Butler with the sack. Our secondary's too nasty, man. I'd say that was a coverage sack. So far, we're looking really good. Not only did we win, we destroyed them 48-28. Cam absolutely killed it. Fitzpatrick threw 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception. I don't know how we ended up winning when he had a stat line like that. Earl Thomas ended up with 2 total tackles. He had an interception. Killing it so far, man. Let's see how this team ends up doing the rest of the season. Easily the best record we've seen so far. 14-2. So far, this is the best fit. We've only done 3 teams, still 2 left, but Cam went off. He had an incredible season. James White did really well. Receiving wise, Sanu led the way, but Earl Thomas ended up 5th in tackling on the team. He also added 1 sack. He was tied for 2nd on the team with 2 interceptions, had 4 pass deflections. This is a really good season for him, individually and obviously team-wise. He helped his quarterback get MVP. However, with a 14-2 season, they were probably able to avoid the wild card round. Yes, they were. So how did they do in the divisional round? They lost to the Browns. What's it gonna take for an Earl Thomas led team to win a playoff game, man? I don't know if it's just them getting unlucky running into these like talented teams, but yeah, that sucks. He had a great game though, 9 tackles. So right now, this is the best fit in my opinion. We still got 2 teams to go. Next up, we're looking at the Niners, another team that already has 2 good starting safeties in Jimmy Ward and Jaquiski Tart, but once again, you can't pass up on an opportunity to get someone like Earl Thomas, man. They were in the Super Bowl last year. Maybe if they had Earl Thomas, things go differently. You gotta imagine that's what Kyle Shanahan and company are thinking. Their offense is already really good. They were keeping pace with the Chiefs. That's not an easy feat. Their defense is extremely talented. Good players all around, man. Perrin Sherman with Earl Thomas, half of the Legion of Boom. Why would you not want to do that again? So this might be the best fit just based off the fact they already have chemistry. Let's see how they do. We got a tough matchup in week 1 versus Kyler, Nuke Hopkins, Fitz, and the Cardinals. Yes, sir. They all the way backed up in their own territory. I'm so tempted to try to rush with Bosa. I got stuck on Kinlaw. Oh, damn. We got tossed to the ground. Maybe I'll stop using the D lineman. Yeah, I'm not. That's not me. I'm a user. I'm someone that likes lurking. Yeah, I want to know you guys' thoughts. Which one of these 5 teams would be the best fit for Earl Thomas? Let me know down in the comment section. User blitz off the edge, baby. Come on. Oh, damn it. How do we not get there? Kyler's going to take it to the crib. Very close game, but we were not able to pull out the W. Kyler had a decent game. Jimmy G was slightly better. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Hopkins killed it. I mean, there's not much you can do against that. He's going to get his no matter what. Thomas had 5 tackles, no interceptions this time. He did have a forced fumble and a fumble recovery, man. He's making an impact everywhere he's going. He also blocked a field goal. This dude is doing it all. Another really good season. This time they end up 12-4. First place in the NFC West. Jimmy G had a pretty good season, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Mostert had 1,000 yards. Coleman had the touchdowns though. Receiving wise, Dante Pettis led the way. Devo was right there. So the offense did their thing. Earl Thomas ended up 6th on the team in tackling. So many guys got tackles for a loss, man. Their D-line obviously is incredible. So yeah, they were going crazy. Interceptions wise, he's tied for the lead on the team with 2. Him and Sherman were killing it. LOB was back in full force. Thomas had 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. Led the team in both categories. Also remember that block kick, and he had a defensive touchdown. This might be his best individual season, and it could be his best team season. Let's see how far they ended up going. After we look at some awards, man, none of his teammates were in the top 10 for MVP, unfortunately, but Armstead was able to get to 6th for DPOY in the NFC. Where is this nigga? What does he have to do? Divisional round. We beat the Falcons. Ryan didn't really do anything too crazy. Let's see how Earl Thomas ended up doing. All right, he had 3 tackles total. total, and he had a pass deflection. Conference championship, they beat the Saints 37-31. Jimmy G went off for 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Somehow Thomas and company kept Breezes in check. He had 6 tackles in this one. So that's 2 wins with Thomas on the Niners. This is looking like the best fit so far. Could they cap it off with a Super Bowl win? The answer is no. For some reason, the Ravens just have the Niners number when it comes to the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson gets his first ring. Thomas did pretty decent, man. He was consistently around the ball. 6 tackles in this one. So unless he somehow wins the Super Bowl with the Cowboys or goes crazy individual-wise on Dallas, I can't see that being a better fit than this. So finally, we have Earl Thomas in the Cowboys uniform. This is a team that was linked to Jamal. Earl Thomas at one point said, "Come get me." Yes, he literally said that to Jason Garrett in 2017. So, hey, this could be the most likely spot for him. You know, pair him alongside Clinton Dix. Hate him or love him, you gotta admit that the Cowboys, they have a ton of talent, especially on offense, man. Defense, their linebackers are incredible. D-line, they got a lot better, man. Gerald McCoy, Dante Poe, DeMarcus Lawrence. To be honest, the one weak spot is their secondary. If they can get someone like Earl Thomas, that's gonna be a scary team to play against. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, let's see how they match up versus the Rams. They did lose Brandon Cooks, but they still have a ton of talent. Run game might not be the same, you know, losing Gurley. Oh God, middle of the field. He had someone wide open instead. He's gonna get hit as he threw it, and it's an interception on the opening drive. Starting off the season with a W. God damn, I thought they'd be way better than 6-9-1. I'm trying to figure out what went wrong. Dak had a decent season. Zeke with 1,300 yards, only 6 touchdowns on the ground. That's pretty interesting. Amari led the way. He had 1,000 yards, so it was the defense. How does adding a very good safety make you a worse defense? I don't get it. Earl Thomas, 71 tackles, a tackle for a loss, 2 interceptions, 3 pass deflections, a forced fumble. I'd say this was an above average individual season, but clearly a very bad team season. So maybe the Cowboys aren't the best fit. His secondary mate won the 8th best DB in the NFC, so it wasn't all a failure, but yeah, I'd have to go with the Niners being far and away the best fit. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to see where he ends up going. I still think he has a lot of talent, even though he's getting up there in age. But yeah, stay tuned. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Please do me a favor and drop a like on the video, and I'll see you on the next one.